was Togepi. So, but I don't want to be a Togepi, I want to be a Togetic. Para payat and cool. Pero at the same time, ibig sabihin mo sa egg. I'd be a Togetic.
If I were to be a Pokemon, kala ko I'd be new, but then when I think about it, I'm more of Jigglypuff. No, what the heck? I think it's small. Fine, it's small. And although I can sing, I think I best. No, Jigglypuff best represents me because like sometimes when I get mad, they say I have this spout, and I still don't know what it looks like, but I think I'm Jigglypuff.
I think I'll go for Squirtle just because I really like salt water and I just go so I don't know what the is. Okay, if I were to be a Pokemon, I actually be Jigglypuff also because the power of Jigglypuff is that she can sing and when she sings, everyone sleeps. So I want to have more time today. I'm just gonna sing, try to do anything I want, and then I can do whatever work easily accomplished, and then if I want, write on their faces, and then the next
Maybe completely honest with you, Pokemon was not in my childhood heritage. I have no idea, the only two characters I know are Jigglypuff and Pikachu. So, because of but I really love Jigglypuff because she was pink and round and cool and sweet, so I want to be Jigglypuff. And since Barbara said she can sing, and I can sing, so there.
If I were a Pokemon, I'd probably sing Psyduck. Like, when people sing it probably when everything's spaced out sometimes. And like, I'm so proud singing it again. But then, but then when you evolve, it's really bad. So, I want to evolve.
So as for me naman, if I were to pick a Pokemon, I think I'd be Lucario. You guys? He's this badass dog who's like a combat guy with a I like him because parang he's silent but then he knows how to really combat other Pokemon as compared to me because as you guys all know, like, so I idolize him. And then the best part about him is for him to evolve from Riolu to Lucario, he needs friendship and trust from his trainers. Yeah, so Lucario.
It should be check your finger making noise since extra noise since we're having a hard time with the sound system. Next question for everyone. What will you do in J-Time? For everyone. What is the biggest reason that made you want to learn? The biggest reason that made you want to learn.
Okay, as I mentioned in my speech yesterday, the reason really that made me want to run was because JMA has been really good to me, and I really enjoyed my stay here in JMA, and as much as possible, I really want to be able to contribute in helping make JMA be that for other people. Like hopefully, the other new members that come in will be able to experience all the things that I have. So hopefully I want to make JMA like that. I want to make JMA what it was to me, to other people, in that case.
Okay. So the number one reason that made me learn in JMA is because people believe in me. And like I said in my speech, it's the first time that I actually believe in myself. And I want to share that with everyone. I want everyone to have that same feeling that I had ever since I was an athlete. And people
will believe in you all the time, even if you don't believe in yourself. You just need to trust your God, and you just need to trust your heart and God.
I think I've said it over and over again, but the main reason why I ran for external vice president because I love the community, I love the organization so much that I can do everything, all of my time, all my efforts to JNA, and seeing each one of them grow from the moment I met them until this very day, it has given me so much fulfillment that I just want to do whatever it takes just to see everyone grow in this organization and grow even deeper and longer in JNA and everyone else.
Same as Abby, I actually decided to run because I saw people believing in me. Because it's in my personality, I'm really shy. And I think negatively about myself. And then seeing other people pushing me and telling me that I can do it, I started to tell myself that as well. And aside from that, I really wanted to develop myself more in JMA. And I want to see people grow in the organization as much as I got to grow myself. For me, what made me want to run was, as I said previously, when I entered, I had no friends, or I was really lonely, because I was looking for a home. So I want, to run. I want to be able to create that brand service that I'm gonna accept members and bring them, create a home for them, and have that feeling of comfort that they're not gonna be alone in this really big university. So that's the reason.
For me, like what I said, my my speech yesterday, it was really not, when people started asking me who was going to run for both, it really got me thinking about what Bob was done for me and what JMA has done for me as well. And that really pushed me to I want to give back and give them that experience that JMA has given me. And to be able to see the members who I get to work with every day or in all the projects, that to share with them that growing experience that I got in the organization. So to be a big privilege to be able to share that with them.
So the reason why I wanted to run for JMA, for a position in Lexicon GA, is because I've never been so driven for anything in my life. And this drive has not just come from me or anything. It's actually very much influenced by the people in this org. Helped me so much to grow, become a better person. Because when I went into this org, I was just as clueless as everyone else. And now I feel like because of these people, I want to give back to the org, and I want to help younger people who also were like me, to become as driven and to become as driven and as JMA minded, or like something that really pushes them. I want them to find that thing that I found in this org that really pushed me to go for this position.
For me naman, the main reason why I decided to run for this position is because of the organization and the members in it. Because as I mentioned time and time again, I have spent almost all of my time in college being with JMA and its members from different events, both work and fun related, to representing the org and to other things. I've always been there for everyone, and everyone's always been there for me. I really found the family in JMA, especially my committee. I'm really close with each and every one of them, and what really made me decide to was the fact that I want to be there for them even more, to be parang a role model to them and an example, someone to lean on, someone that they could count on every time. That's really the main point that I want to bring out. That's why I decided to run.
Thank you for that. Next question is, okay, so the next question, let's start with Abby. And then we'll go in like that. Next question is for everyone. How would you rate Papa BJ's term as PJMA Expo? How would you rate Papa BJ's term as PJMA Expo? So yeah, let's get one to the next one. Then the guys.
I rate top DJs there with an 8.5. Yeah, an 8.5 because they were able to actually deliver with what was expected of Lexicon. Like they're really strong, especially as a team. They're really like a family and they led by example. But then sometimes we kind of felt that it could have been fair more in that sense.
Honestly, I would give probability a 10 because if there was a list of things that we expected from you, we were able to deliver like everything that we wanted from an XCOM, they were able to give it to us. And then I think that may not part of the question, but then the next XCOM can go for an 11 because then it's becoming being XCOM is becoming more of a routine than being something like more dynamic, more progressive. So yeah, I would say we could I would give Hexagon a 9. I would give them that's pretty high. Well, every time like I would need something from someone like for a particular committee, they're always there. They respond quickly. They do what I would ask, or sometimes even if it's not under their policy or something, they would adjust to what we need. So I think 9. Me, I would rate the current XCOM at 8 because that's also pretty high. Because first, the good things is that I feel like this XCOM was very solid as one whole body. That parang when you make decisions, you always say, oh wait, we'll consult other XCOM first, then we'll get back to you. Parang I like that they had one voice and parang it wasn't kalat. I also like the fact that they stuck to their rules. Like at the start of this year, I remember them saying that they wanted to bring back the glory of Jamie or something like that. And like in the past, they did that. Parang they achieved their goals. But then of course, not XCOM is not perfect. That's why we had rather to be away because we have to improve certain things. So there's always room for improvement. So I would side with
Similar to Barbara, I'd actually also give XCOM 8 because like that's already been said, I see that XCOM is a really solid team, which I think is really important when it comes to handling such a big organization. You always have to appear solid and strong. But I feel like presence-wise, it wasn't as felt. And I don't know if it's just because I'm coming from a non-based team or like staff in my first semester. And I think it's also essential that XCOM should reach that far into the members. So presence-wise, I think it could have been and but otherwise, you guys are good.
I give probably a 9 because I think that the Saxophone was very good at addressing problems that JV's been experiencing over the past few years. And that's why they also came out with the grant book, they also came out with the more centralized system for borrowing JV equipment, everything, and funds and everything. So they were very, I think as one of the members of JV, I think that they did a very good job at being as, for example, unlike what you said, that they're also going to be one voice because I think that's very important in being part of Hexagon. And also they were able to they were able to be unified, but at the same time they didn't step over each other's boundaries. Like they really respected each other, and you can see that how they work with each other. They really love each other. So and they love the org. So I think that they deserve a 9. And then I think there could still be room for improvement.
For me, in terms of XCOM, I think I'd give them a 9 because as an XCOM itself, they're already a barkada, already a group of friends. And talaga, there weren't really any big disputes between the different committees. They had good team chemistry, and this actually related to the entire organization. Na yun yung responded yung mga members and was close in different committees. But then of course, as with all friend groups, minsan nagkakaroon ng lack of provision and other things. And siguro that's something na parang they could improve on if ever the next XCOM could improve on. So the supervision in terms of the members and the teams and their events and their systems. Siguro more frequent checkouts and more hands-on with the different members. But aside from that, they were really able to establish and fulfill their role of really unifying the entire organization and making everyone closer.
My score for Coffee BJ would have to be a 9. But if you ask me before I ran, I might have given them a 7 or 6. But after running made me realize that it's really hard talaga to be part of Mexico. Like running the GPOA, listing all the plans. It's really hard to see that. It made me appreciate that's really hard to make changes within JMA. And I think the current Mexico really made a lot of good changes that I really agree with, like with the equipment and with a lot of other things. And the loading and the payment and everything. Like, it really surprised me. So that's why I gave them a 9. But of course, there's always improvement.
Next question. With the exception of your opponent, if you have an opponent, who among your fellow candidates do you not want to work with in the hexagon and why? With the exception of your opponent, if you have an opponent, who among your fellow candidates do you not want to work with in the hexagon and why? We'll start with taking today 1 minute and 3 go ahead. Okay, we'll start with
I think I'd be okay with working each of them, but then I wouldn't want to work with Mark or Ryan either because it really sensitive. I don't want to work
I would say, well, I actually worked with almost everyone. So maybe I would say Barbara, just because I haven't worked with her as much or directly. Yeah, my answer was actually like this. So parang, I think that XCOM has, it's better if you have really good relations starting. But so like my answer would be Sarah also because she's the one that parang I have for the least connection. Because everyone here parang I know really like. So that would be the only reason.
Okay, for me, it would be Beeman because she's just really chaka and just kidding, I'm just kidding. I think that Mexico, you already put it, you already, you dive into it head first. So as much as possible, you work with who you're getting comfortable with. And why I'm running, and like for me, it's messed up because we haven't really been able to work with each other. So I'm not really familiar with this work ethics. So.
For me, I wouldn't work with Paige because all she does is call me up with like boy problems. Anyway, well, in all seriousness, I think I would want to work with Kyle because we have different ways of approaching problems, and sometimes it can be helpful for looking at different situations from different points of views. But then, the current meeting, I wouldn't want to work with her. That's it.
For me naman, if I were to choose who I would want to work with, and then looking at the candidates here, I think it'd be Abby. Because come on, if it's Abby, all girls, sure, it's like in. But if you can imagine the meetings, all the girls, so it has to be Abby.
Ako naman, I really want to work with everyone here. But if I really have to choose, it'd be Mesa. Kasi parang naman all girls na explore. Parang girls lang.
Okay, so as Kara said, I really want to work with everyone, but then I wouldn't want to work with Barbara because she's really weird, and I think one weird person and next comes along. But you're right, how to track was, and yeah, you guys know that.
next question.
value my time because ang dami kong work. So, but then as ex-mom, I know that it entails a lot of, parang for me, it's really visibility and showing up, and that really needs a lot of time. So, as ex-mom, I would give up like sleep patterns just so I would be able to whatever survive.
For me, it's also my time. I mean, I give enough already of my ACAs and my money to Jamie. So I guess it's more of just giving more of my time and really showing up to every event and being there, not just for my friends or JMAs, but all the members and yeah, all of the JMAs. So I'm willing to sacrifice that for everyone.
Just like everyone else, I would want to sacrifice my time and maybe delete all the apps I have on my iPhone because I spend so much time like playing with it. And I think that if I sacrifice my time for the sport, I don't think it would really be much of a sacrifice because I'm really doing something that I love. So I don't really think that like I don't really see it as something that will come off the drag and use my time. But then sport is like I would rather be doing this than have so much free time doing it.
Same with all of them. I think I'm willing to sacrifice my time because if you guys might know na I'm also involved with other activities such as student council and other organizations. And if elected, I'm willing to let go of all of those things for the organization. So that's what I'm willing to give up. And then aside from that, I'm also willing to sacrifice my eating habits because come on, if you look at the past SPR VPs, kind of ashamed. So I'm willing to sacrifice that as well.
I'd like to say that I'd sacrifice my time, but then I can't really say that because I don't really do that. Kasi talaga I spend so much time in gaming. So I guess the next thing I'd want to sacrifice would be my money na talaga. That's really what I've been trying to hold on for the past few cents. And even though I go to gym events, I try to save as much for as I can. But then, I'm like feeling ko, once you're president, medyo na sometimes. So yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice.
Like everyone else, like I really willing to sacrifice my time, my sleep, food, watching series and stuff. And yeah, like as Sven said, I'm also involved with other activities such as Morris and Wilson. I'm really willing, like I'm giving Jamie my 100%, my ACAS. 100%, 10% ACAS.
I were to be elected vice president, I think that I would give up my home, which is the library. Because I spend most of my time just studying, maybe ACAS and everything. But then if I were to become vice president, I promise I'll stay with the bayan for all study there. And also I'm willing to sacrifice, just like the others, I'm willing to sacrifice my time. I'm willing to sacrifice my weekends and all those nights, just sleeping and all those things.
Next question. To the presidential candidate, so that's Kyle and I. What is your stance on the proposal for Convo to be removed as a non-based team? So to the presidential candidate, Kyle and I, what is your stance on the proposal for Convo to be removed as a non-based team? We'll start with Abby.
I agree with removing one as a non-based team. Because as much as there's like really nice, I just feel like they're not being pushed for community or organizations involved with it. And I just feel like it's more of a JMA team rather than a coalition of the business organizations.
Okay, honestly at first, I was leaning more towards discontinuing Convo. But then recently I just realized, no, we shouldn't give up on a team just because it's not doing so well. Which is why I want to try and still fix it in a way. Which is why in my extended video, I proposed that maybe we should approach Convo in a different way. Instead of all three of the organizations just having one event, we could have 3 events handled by the 3 organizations. That way, we still bond with them at the event mismo. But then the organizing of the event is still per org, which means we won't won't be carrying the burden so much anymore.
Next question.
This for everyone. What will you do at JME if you're not elected? What will you do at JME if you're not elected? We'll start with Barbara.
If not elected internal science president, and actually it's always been my dream to try and go into admin. Because I've only been to two non-base positions, which is combo and lead. And it's always been my frustration to try and dive into admin, which since I only have 1 year left, I wasn't able to do. So that's what I would do if I'm not.
If I'm not elected as speaker ko, I go back to base and still keep everyone for chairs because I really do love competence members and I feel like I have so much knowledge from my past positions that I want to share to everyone there. So I'm gonna go back and live back to my church.
If not elected as mayor or vice president, I would either chair a non-base team or maybe go back to base also and chair. Because I believe that through this experience of running, that I really did miss out on getting to know a lot of people because I was very invisible. And because of that, I feel like I'll always, even if I win or not, this urge to serve the org will always be with me. Like I really regard, I really put JA before myself. So in that sense, I would chair and maybe this year.
If I don't win as PRBP, I think I'd still stay with the pace that I love. Of course, I can't go camera again, obviously. But then I think I'm not gonna go for an event-based team anymore, but more of a, in a way, not systems, but more of, because I told you guys naman that my main reason for joining or for running is because I want to be close with everyone. I want to be there for them. So I think I'd go not with sprint, but more of with team athletics or represent because I really had fun doing cheer dance, doing org press. And I want to organize it again if ever. I want all of you guys hopefully to join and really bond as an entire organization.
Asking me this right now, I really want to answer staff talaga because I've been so tired the past few weeks. But feeling ko talaga by the time I won't be able to help myself. And I might want, and I think I want to try for the positions I haven't been able to experience that I really want to perform what I had. Which is, admittedly, it's one of the reasons talaga why I joined JJ, but I wasn't able to. So maybe.
I would say Apple, because ever since I was an app and eating earlier and having a third, I would say Apple, decision at the Apple, and I would go back.
Having been in it twice, I'd say that I go back to it because it's a team that's really close to my heart. It's something that, it's a team I joined this year and I joined last semester. And I think that if I were elected, still as vice president, I go back to that team. I didn't be ahead or
I would definitely go back to base. I would go to the team I most believe in and has the most potential in is ComDev. I believe in the purpose of it. I can give direction to ComDev. I really think that a lot of people here don't really know what it is, who ComDev is, what ComDev is, what the beneficiary is in ComDev. And I think that a little boost in ComDev will really help. So I would love to help.
Okay, next question. We'll start to throw in individual questions. So this one's for Sarah. One of the biggest issues in JME is whether or not teams should be given an initial capital outreach. How will you resolve this issue? Do you think if implemented, like whatever you're proposing, do you think if implemented, the initial capital outreach, it will make JME spoil? One of the biggest issues in JME is whether or not teams should be given an initial capital outreach. How will you resolve this issue? Do you think if implemented, this will make JME spoil?
Okay, for the capital issue, I honestly don't believe in giving capital. I started out in JMA and I really had a hard time with making money. I had no idea, I was been head of my app batch and I had no idea how to make 70,000 out of zero, nothing. And that honestly made me to out of nothing is really fulfilling, and I want each and everyone to experience that. Of course, some of the concerns are some people give out their money. Some people, I think it's in you, it's in the person. It's in the person. If you want to work for the money, or you just want to do the easy way and give your money. I think I prefer working for the money, and I want each member to do that. And there, as in my proposal, I suggest to fix that is to have a more organized fundraiser system, as well as a more organized fundraiser system that will earn more capital and will be easier for the members to create cash. And okay, so that's it.
Thank you. Next question. This one is for Barbara and Kyle. What will happen if you're both elected into office and you break up? How will this prevent you from ruining the dynamics of the system? Again, for Barbara and Kyle, what will happen if you're both elected into office and you break up? How will this prevent you from ruining the dynamics of the system? We'll start with Barbara.
That question was actually pretty expected at first, but then seeing, you can't really, for me, I can't really answer that question outright and tell you, oh, we're not doing, parang, of course it's gonna be okay, parang, for me, it's how, it's your decision, like, what do you see us, behave, how do you see us behave, because you've seen us naman grow and start as a couple, you saw how we developed. Like, did you ever see us have a problem with JMA and how we act? So, would you think that would be a problem? Because for us, I don't think that should be a big problem. Seeing that, if you ever thought that we had a problem like, oh, we're not talking because we're fighting